G'day guys, I'm Harry.
And I'm Jack. Welcome to the VNTR Ops HQ and get ready for our first episode of our YouTube channel.
Cheers, mate.
Hey!
No worries.
Appreciate it, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No worries at all. Pleasure.
Speak.
Well, mate, we were
Bit of a game change.
a bit of a game change. We were about to go out to, literally had the whole lot packed for Northwest Island.
And then a week out,
Just
Mother Nature said no.
Just went to shit. So anyway, we're luckily enough, we do a fair bit of hunting, we do a fair bit of fishing. So one phone call later, we're heading out to a place called, or an area called Yaraka, and it's all in that channel country. So apparently there's pigs everywhere.
So what I'm looking forward to is heading out new country. I'm very keen to hit that new river.
Yeah.
And see what sort of pigs are there. We've heard good reports of like pig
Decent
density
sizes.
there. And then setting up camp around a river, catching yabbies, eating good food, cooking good fucking steaks over the fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And shooting some pigs.
So why we're so pedantic about washing our bikes down before we go to any other property is we just don't want to cross-contaminate properties with weeds and basically like invasive species. So really important to wash your bikes down and even spray them up with a bit of Roundup as well, just to be sure.
Young love, won't you come sit real close to me? For the first time, I got you by my side. And darling, don't you know that you got the shaky knees? Gotta roll the window down inside your mind. And love was a shape we made. And love was a breath.
Bright and early, what do you reckon, mate?
See you, mate. See you, what, 3 o'clock in the morning? So got up this morning at 2:30, out the door by 3-ish. We met Jacko just down the road, so linked up there, straight out to Dalby, met up with Rob. Then from Dalby, hit Chinchilla, Chinchilla we've just come into Roma now. So just filled up all the bikes, filled up all the jerry cans, topped up with a bit of water. We're about to head to IGA, do a shop, and then straight Gunbarra West. So we're going to go into IGA, we're going to go get some tucker for lunches, breakfast, dinners. We already got the meat, so that's all good. 12 wraps a day times 7 days, that's 84 wraps. Mate, one for dessert, I'm going to be doing some Vikings, bananas, chocolate in it over the coals. Brilliant, but not those bananas. Let's go. Well, I'll never say no to more booze. So we're about 120 clicks out of Augathella, so heading pretty well straight west now, on the way out to Yaraka. So it's been a solid drive so far. What are we at? We're at about 9 hours drive so far. Got another 4 hours and 10 left. So we're just, and like it's just all plain country now. We've gone from heavy bush to kind of a bit of mulga country, and now it's just opened up into that big kind of Central Queensland open flats. Just awesome scenery at the moment.
like you're always on your phone, you're always on your laptop, you just go, 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 and these trips are just something to take it away from it. Like you're not looking at your phone, you're not looking at your screen. It's like there's no service, you just get to get away. So you reckon we'll pull up at Blackall or continue on to Yaraka?
We'll pull up and get some fuel and stuff, and we'll just suss out how much rain's had out past Yaraka, and yeah, we'll figure out a plan from there.
Is it all dirt road or gravel from Blackall, or is it a bit of hardtop as well?
There's a little bit of dirt because there's some roadworks just west of Blackall, but it's mostly bitumen all the way to Eureka.
So we're about 10 minutes off Yaraka, where we're going to stay for the night. The property owner's got a couple of fuel trucks coming in tomorrow. The roads are a bit wet, so we're going to just hang off that road and let them go first tomorrow morning. So we're going to go up the top of this hill, which Nuff's highly recommending. So we'll set up camp up there, get a fire going, cook up a bit of a feed. Pub might be open, fingers crossed, because I could definitely down a rumbo after this big drive. And I think we've been going for about 13 and a half hours now, so I'm very much looking forward to getting to camp, setting up, having a drink, and then hitting the hay pretty early because we've got a big day tomorrow.
Well, we're at Mount Slocum, which is just out. Yaraka's about a couple of k's just back in here to the south. Tomorrow we're heading about 50 k's west to where we're shooting for the cup for the week, which will be great.
It's great to just be knocked off, not working, and out looking at that. Like, how good. You can't get much better, can you?
So, as a guesstimation, from 180 to 180, how many acres you reckon are out there? Cheers to the first episode, eh? Cheers. What a first day.
Cheers, brother. As up,
Benny.
Yeah, when I started coming out here to visit my wife's family, we'd always come down to where we're going, down on the river for a ski, or go and chase a few pigs, or just go down and have a barbecue on the lawn. It's a beautiful homestead, and just, you know, lawn and stuff down there, and a nice spot on the river. So yeah, every time we come out here and visit Sandra's brother, we just try and make an effort to come down and visit him. It's a fair way from anywhere, so they like visitors. You know what I cannot wait for? I don't know whether it happened on the river, but when I used to go shooting growing up, we were south of Mitchell, just on the Maranoa there, and you know, you'd be all excited because you'd arrive in the dark and you'd roll your swags out and you'd be like, that first light when the kookaburras start up. Oh, I love that. That's such a good noise.
And the smell of
like, it's not sunrise, it's the proper first light, just as it cracks from dawn.
especially if you got the smell of the campfire just drifting through the air.
Yeah. Oh, I just love getting out with the boys, hey? I love my wife, but I love just having a bit of time away. Fuck northwest, we're just going west.
West is best every time.
Make coffee, stop bitching.
What, how you like your coffee, mate?
Just black with a splash of milk in it.
Smash.
I usually have a piccolo when I'm at home.
How big is this place again?
Big.
Big.
Well, I mean, fairly big. I think, from memory, I think it's about 160, 180,000, something like that.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's got 22 kilometres of river frontage along the Barcoo.
Yeah, and they're skiing on it.
Yeah, they got photos. It's like all these guys like single skis, and then Cusack, big. and I get in this position because your back gets started.
Well, someone brought the wind with them. Yeah. I reckon it's either Jack or Ben.
Well, Murph brought the bananas, so it's probably him.
Murph brought the bananas.
Isn't that
Mate,
bad luck?
honestly,
Fishing boat?
this morning we were supposed to be blowing a gale at northwest. You want to know what it was blowing
No,
this
I
morning?
don't.
You don't want to know?
No, I don't want to know.
Benny, you want to know what it was blowing this morning at northwest? 4 knots.
It's like buying a TV. If you buy a TV, don't look at next week's deals because it'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Just forget about it. Yeah, so my name's Nathan. All my good friends call me Nuff. It stems from an old nickname from when I was about sort of 2 or 3. My mother was always saying to me, enough's enough, Nuff, because I'm a bit of a joker and sometimes I take it too far, but that's just my nature. Oh, when I was here the other day, I asked what these horses were, and they're all the retirees, I think, and the old ones that have been injured or used to be plant horses, mustering horses, to play polo cross, do a bit of everything. Horses that, you know, come and catch you in the paddock, that we used to nickname them Virus because they find you. But nothing better than the horses that come up to you instead of having to chase them into yards and try and catch them. So Jeffrey and Emery, but they've been here a long time. I mean, as long as they've been married, so it'll be 30 odd years, 35 years probably. Jeffrey's family's from this area, and you know, can be pretty tough country out here. You got to be made of pretty special stuff to live and make an income out here. You know, it can be pretty ordinary, pretty dry during the drought and things like that. But you know, you look at it now and it's absolutely magic. You know, and you got to make hay while the sun shines, so to speak. So you know, these guys have. You know, it doesn't matter whether they're in the middle of the rip-roaring drought or in the middle of a good season. You know, they always welcome you with a beer and food, and you know, always great to catch up, and you know, always have a yarn and laughs and all that sort of stuff. You know, the resilience they show is unbelievable. It's humbling, really. It's pretty cool.
I haven't even had a look at your bike. Who's got the best bloody bikes here out of all these? Or the most setups?
I brought nothing to the equation. I don't have a bike.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. Yeah, you really look like you're bloody a married man with 2 kids, don't you, when it comes to camping?
100%.
And you also got that I stay in motels look about it.
Mate, what a spot. Yellow belly, yabbies, pigs, dogs, all the good things in life. Cannot wait. And we'll back this off, set some trailers up, get the camp set up, go chase some hogs.
Oh mate, just a bit of 6 string, you know, keep us busy. Around the campfire, what a spot. I might just go here.
So what'll usually happen is the 2 front people will see the pigs and then they'll peel. The trick is moving up in a line at speed.
We've had it heaps of times where we're all staggered, and it's not the fact that the people at the front see the pigs, but they flush them, and they will always run the opposite direction, obviously, and then
there's no one on the flanks.
So where we've had the most luck, and it is difficult and different because there is no dogs, you know, there is no sniffing out.
Yeah.
Just flush the river systems,
Yeah.
and try to get them up on a flat.
Yeah.
Because when they're on the flat, it's great fun.
Just tracks, like with pigs. There's pig tracks coming down here and going this way.
See, the track's pretty fresh, but the range just dibbled on top of the tracks. So like, that's a piglet there, and there's a good sized sow there. Yeah, let's do the miles.
are they?
She's a bitch. She's a good man. He's a pest. We've got another pest in the stables, and we've got another bitcher.
Forecast and got one. I got my little vibe here that's the yellow belly fucking king. Yellow belly king. So we're just doing a bit of a cook up here for dinner, something fast and easy. So we've got some big mushrooms. We fill them full of caramelised onion, bacon and cheese, and then you just put a bit of allspice over the top. Literally just stick them straight in here on the barbecue. Close the lid and let it all stew down together for 15-20 minutes, just depending on the heat. And they come up absolutely delightful. As well as that, we've got some pork chops, which we're going to cook over the coals behind you. And then that will be a nice, easy, simple dinner for tonight.
Absolutely delicious.
And that's how you eat them. You just pick them up.
Even all that marrow, look at that.
Yum. Dad, you need to try one, man. I love the filming, but you got to try one.
Second morning on the property. Today we're chucking yabby pots in.
Yep.
We're going to have some surf and turf tonight. We're going to hang our steaks for dinner over the fire for an hour and a half tonight. We've got a bit of work to do before then. Catch yabbies.
Yellow belly, hopefully.
Yellow belly. We need to find some steelies out today so we can build up the steel pickets around the fire. So yeah, we're heading out about 20 kilometres now to go to Bull Creek. See how we go.
Fingers crossed.
Better luck than yesterday.
Yeah, but we got all day today. We're on a completely different system. We saw heaps of sign, like they're here everywhere. Like even down along that river here where we're camping, they're there. It's just a point of covering the miles, finding where they're hanging. After a bit of rain, they're a bit spread out, but once we find them, we'll get them.
That's where the boundary is. Yeah, down. It's on the end of that waterhole, mate.
So today,
oh, here we go. We're on HEMA map to where right now.
are you on him as well?
Yeah, of course. Everyone's got to be on HEMA.
Yeah.
I don't quite know because I haven't seen much. I saw a couple of boards out there the other day when I was flying, but that water system, that creek system, would be the only thing worth going for a wander up. Yeah. And that back dam, you'll pick up a track that puts you on top of that hill.
Yeah, right.
Go up and have a look at the top of that hill.
Okay.
Especially with your drones. Because when we put the fence over it, the boys wanted to go around it. I said, you want to be remembered in history for really good things, not being a bloody pussy. So I said, we're going over. They said, if you can get a dozer over, we'll put a fence over. I said, mate, I can take a dozer anywhere. Well, I'll leave you to it, mate. Yeah, go and do it.
We'll go for an explore.
Right, mate.
Talk is we're going to be getting closer to 100 Ks today. So I think we're definitely going to need full tanks of fuel. We won't take any jerry cans, we'll just make it work and yeah, probably fuel up again every day pretty much.
See these traps, they get in here through the top. So I think they'll be a set them, check them often, and when you pull them in quick so the yabbies can't get out, because I'd say they'll be able to crawl out of them, I'm not really sure. But we're going to give them a test run, see how they go, and hopefully we are dining on Western Queensland yabbies all night tonight, and all day tomorrow, and all day the next day.
So they say yabbies are vegetarians, actually. So dog food works well, or fruit. If there is meat in there, apparently what they try and do is get in to get it out. Really anywhere, as long as see here where the cattle come down and have a drink, we want to avoid that, but anywhere there's a tree where you can tie off, somewhere not too deep, and especially with these ones,
somewhere flat. We don't want it on a bank like that. So yeah, find a good spot and throw her in. Just like that.
Beautiful.
This is 6,800 feet deep. It's one of the deepest bores left in. Yeah. So it was a government oil company had it. It was a government test bore, and the last fellow that come here absolutely scared the crap out of him, so he won't come back. So it's no longer a government test. No one comes in. But if you take Christmas tree off the top and open that up, it'll throw 300 foot in the air. It's 98 degrees and 145 psi. She's dangerous. You start screwing that tap and it just moans and groans and it does some terrible stuff. Yeah, you don't like to stand beside her when you're undone the tap. But yeah, on a cold morning we'll put a fog right over the valve. There's not much around, eh? There's really not, because once you get the numbers down, then the dogs the piglets never got to go. Yeah, they just killed all the piglets. So if you get anything now, there was some out. There was a couple of big boars out there on the back dam the other day. But that creek, yeah, it's probably worth a run up. Did you come up that creek there? Did you? Yeah, even go through the gate and continue running up that creek to that back dam.
I heard him as well. Hey.
Oh, a pig! Boys, I just found we just send Murph out. You can just bring him to us. That sounds like a way better plan.
Oh, fuck.
I think I heard the mob go through, and then these were the stragglers.
Yeah.
First of all, Murph was lost.
I was not lost. Not everybody who doesn't know where they are is lost. I was trying to find where I was, so I was cooeying and yelling out, and yeah, boys kept sending me this way. I'll go up on top of the spur, boys, a bit of an easier walk. And then, yeah, I'm trying to find my way back, and all of a sudden I look across the creek, and here's bloody 9 pigs going running up the other side. Yeah, so she would have been the biggest one of the lot, but we, yeah, the Browning BLR 223, going in just beyond the shoulder there. I'm going to guess that's probably just above the heart into a lung. So, and yeah, only took probably 5 or 6 seconds to go down. So I'm pretty happy with that. Seems to be shooting pretty straight, so can't complain.
Nice fucking work.
Just wish would have been good to get a few more of them, but that's all right. We're here for another 4 or 5 days, so good job, boys. All's well as ends well.
To be fair, we worked pretty hard today to find a pig. Like we covered, I think I just looked at the trip for the day on HEMA, and it was like 113 kilometers so far. So Good sign on day 2 that we got one. I think we found our starting point for tomorrow, that's for sure.
Righto, so we're going to have a pull up of these. They've been sitting for a fair few hours, and I really hope. Boo! That sucks. I'm depressed. I could feel there was nothing coming out of it.
Better than Benny, doesn't feel like it.
Oi, one. One's better than none. Oh well. Fuck all pigs, fuck all yabbies.
Mate, we've got 3, which is actually a really poor catch. We've got one more pot to pull out here yet. These are blue claw. And of course, you can tell with the blueness of their claws. So there's blue claw and there's red claw. So these fellas out here, I'm guessing, are blue claw. There are a few red claw around, I've been told. But yeah, usually these pots are swarming. So we're going to move water holes. It looks like there's another big holding over there. And we'll stick it in there and see how we go. Hey, be nice. No eating me. You can see in there, they're quite full of meat, so they're in good nick. They're pretty healthy. Yeah, mate, we will cook them up. We don't leave any yabbies behind in the esky, straight in the ice. That'll just put them to sleep. No yabbies. I can't be quoted on this, but I'm pretty sure that the big dark ones are the males. I just remember someone saying that to me once. I could be very, very wrong on that. Happy to be corrected, but I'm pretty sure the big dark ones are the males.
If you shot a pig, you get a yabby, and then the other 3 can fight over the rest.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Right, well, we've had the first mechanical mishap of the trip. 2 days in, it's not bad. We're cruising along after we chased some other pigs and had some long grass. I reached down to grab my UHF, not looking for a split second, and hit a big stump on my right front wheel in the long grass. So what we've ended up doing is bending the steering arm. You can see here from out here near the wheel hub into the motor, there's that small piece of round bar. And as you can see, it is quite bent at the moment, so it looks like half a boomerang. So we're going to have to take that off. Going to give it a bash with a little sledgehammer, and we'll straighten him up. You can still ride with it like this, but it's not much fun. So you're fighting it the whole time. So we'll get this off, give it a bit of a bash, have a beer, and we're good to go for tomorrow. Right there, that's what we're talking about.
Can you turn it? Thanks, brother.
We didn't want to have to take it off, so we grabbed a little ratchet strap and we've tried to straighten it with the little ratchet. It worked a little bit, but we weren't able to straighten the vertical bow out of it. So we're going to unbolt it fully. We're going to find something solid, hopefully a nice bit of hardwood log, and give it a few taps with the sledgehammer, and we should be able to get it straight. So it's pretty malleable, so we should be able to get it right, and it should be good to ride tomorrow.
We have liftoff. I'm soaring by this windmill.
I'm on the camp duties tonight. We're doing a big cook up. We're cooking some steaks over the fire. I've actually got these steel pickets hanging here. We're doing a technique taught to me from Charlie from Terra Firma Dining, and it's all about hanging meats and veggies over the fire. So we've got these cattleman steaks here, ribeye on the bone, and we're gonna hang these from the fire, cook them for probably an hour to an hour and a half,
Then we're going to take them off and sear them straight on the coals. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now with big fat steaks like this, you really can't go wrong with the salt. Right, then pepper. Gotta have pepper. Pepper's the best. Hang them at the perfect height for the perfect temperature for an hour and a half. Righto, you ready?
No, that's what you do.
Ready?
Brush the ash off.
Oh yeah. Unbelievable. It's just tongs.
Good, eh? You wouldn't believe it.
Oh. Guys, I fucking nailed it. Oh my God.
Pretty bloody good. Alright, can't talk eating.
This could get sticky.